Southport Trinity United Methodist Church. We are bursting forth with Christ's love for all people. With this short video, we want to share a little bit of our vision for the future and ask for your help as we seek to be faithful to God's call to move out into the world to share the love of Jesus. We are calling this the Connecting Church campaign because we desire to connect with God and others. And we believe that one of the ways we can continue to do so is through a greater emphasis on technology. First, though, a recognition that this past year has been hard on everyone. Yet I am so proud to be part of this amazing church which has continued to spread the love of our Lord. We have continued to step up and help build God's kingdom here in Southport and beyond. There have been many ways we have spread God's love, but one of the primary ways, as you know, has been using video and technology. Here are a few things that we have learned.
We have learned that we enjoy sitting on the couch in the living room and watching service after Nathan cooks us family breakfast.
I learned that I could worship all year long with my great niece, Mackenzie, in Tennessee. Here we are on Christmas Eve from states apart. Mackenzie loves being connected with us at Trinity.
When the COVID hit last year, I was isolated and alone and depressed. And then when the online services started happening on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock, I was back home again with my family because all of you that are in this church with me are my family, and I love you very much.
Since last July, we spent over 6 months COVID babysitting our grandchildren.
In that time, we've missed less than 5 Sunday school classes and maybe 3 church services. All thanks to Zoom and Facebook. It was a great way to stay connected to our church family.
Yay.
As the pandemic begins to wane and we begin to come together more and more and discover the next normal, we believe that our online presence will remain crucial in sharing God's love. And the truth is, churches that don't use technology to share the good news will be behind, and I think be limited in the ways the good news of Jesus is shared, especially to our younger generations. Our current technological infrastructure needs to be updated. Our plan is to continue offering online worship at our 9:30 and 11 o'clock services. One of our great concerns, though, is that as more and more people come into the building on Sunday mornings, our current network will not be adequate. We have been able to keep things together, but a mesh network will ensure that growth is possible. While it won't prevent all of our technological issues, nothing can really, it will help us for years to come. When the pandemic started last year, we immediately went online. And honestly, I think we've done a very good job. During this time, we've had feedback, though, and requests such as more close-ups of worship leaders and different camera angles. In fact, if you have ever worshiped with us online, you perhaps were frustrated by only seeing the top of Kathy Furpless's head or not being able to see close-ups of our praise team or our choir members.
Well, hold on, I'm a little short for this. One of the issues that we face here is making sure that the camera is above everything, like people's heads and different obstructions. So some of us actually have to stand on a step stool just to be able to film the service.
The initial phase of our Connecting Church campaign will provide 7 additional cameras, 4 in here in the sanctuary and 3 in Murrow Hall. They are easily controlled by our volunteers, which will enable greater quality for those online and often for those in-house. No, this won't be television quality, but it will enhance the experience of all who worship and who seek God's will and guidance.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Welcome to the Dead Zone. So aptly named because we can get no cell phone signal back here and no internet back here. There are times when someone messages me and I don't get them until about 4 o'clock when I leave the building. So if my wife wanted me to bring something home, I would not know about it.
Well, that is a great frustration for many of us who are walking through the Trinity Church building. There are a lot of dead spots, particularly near the choir room and some of our classrooms. Our Connecting Church campaign includes a cellular phone extender that should help us throughout our main campus. All of these things, the additional infrastructure, new cameras, safety for our volunteers, as well as the necessary upkeep, will of course require money. We're coming to you for that help because we know you want to share Christ's love and because you are always so very, very generous. Now, this plan was initiated by our long-range planning committee. Our board of trustees did significant work on developing the plan further. The finance committee and church council have enthusiastically endorsed the plan as well. The initial phase will cost about $35,000 and begin very soon. Additional phases will include addressing the needs of our classrooms. We dream of connecting some of our classrooms and enable online learning. We hope people who are unable to attend a class or meeting due to travel or illness or pandemic to connect via Zoom or other online program. We expect to offer training to church and community members. We are also dreaming of a small studio that will enable videos to be produced and more training to take place. We are also planning for future unplanned contingencies in this plan, which will cost in the neighborhood of $65,000. This is a big vision, but we serve a big God who loves the world enough to send His Son and desires the good news of that love to be shared. We invite you to make a donation to our Connecting Church campaign in one of three ways. First, you can go to our website, www.southporttrinityumc.com, or our Church Center app. Click on Giving and go to the pull-down menu that says Connecting Church Campaign. Second, you can bring your donation to worship with you on Sunday and put it in the box as you enter or as you exit. Of course, you can also send a check to the church at 209 East Nash Street, Southport. This campaign will move us into the future, but it is only one part of other things that are being planned. I don't want to leave the impression that we feel like it is the most important thing. You see, we are going to continue to reach out and touch people where they are and when and how they come to us. Having the personal touch is crucial, and we will continue to do so. We are going to be putting more emphasis on children, on small groups, missions as well. Yet the Connecting Church campaign is also central to our vision. In the coming world, having an online presence and the ability to connect with people in multiple ways, including technology, is going to be very important. I am grateful for your giving for all the things we are doing in this community and throughout the world. I am excited to see what God has in store for this great church called Southport Trinity United Methodist Church. God has done great things, and God is going to continue to do great things. Thank you for your commitment. Friends, we are Southport Trinity United Methodist Church, and we are bursting forth with Christ's love for all people.